basically had to finish getting ready in the car, which is so hectic. Like, I don't see how that's something that people do often. Like, finishing your makeup in a car is just too much. It's too much. Way too much. But nonetheless, we made it, okay? Another day, another dollar. But honey, wow, moving on up in the world, step by step, step by step.
Yeah.
Oh, and y'all look, I got my septum piercing again, and I got rubber bands for my braces. So a lot of change since the last time I seen y'all. But good change, needed change. Can't stay the same for forever. You can't get different results by doing the same. It don't work like that. Radio killer. Beat the track up like a It is 1:18 and I'm done with the orientation. The thing is, y'all, so I also had another interview for another job yesterday, and that job will pay me more money per hour, and I'm working less hours. Like, both of the positions are both part-time, because I don't know if y'all know, but I do go to school. I did take the semester off. Well, I was kind of forced to take this fall semester off just because the class that I need, it was full. So I'm in school and I could really only work part-time. School is my priority. I had already told myself going back to school, obviously I would like to work, right? Like, you need money to survive, you do. So, but I had told myself, like, if I'm gonna go back to school, school is gonna be a priority. Who?
State Farm. I ain't studying them, y'all. I was with y'all when I first got to Georgia. I had me pretty good little price on my insurance, you know? I think I was paying $139 or something. It went up to $247.
Wow.
I ain't had no accidents or nothing. That's what I do. I ask the question, why?
So it went up $100-something?
Just like that, in about 3 years it took before it went up. About 3 years, 3.5 years. So I said, what did I do for my insurance to go up like that? Well, still is going up, you know, so I said, well, you know, I can't deal with that. That's how the agent make his money. When your policy go up like that, it's like he giving himself a bonus. That's why your insurance go up like that. Oh, no, y'all ain't taking my insurance up.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Because really, they would want to keep you by giving you like discounts and stuff.
You're right.
Not.
And like I was telling you, the same guy that just sent me a letter, you know. I said, well, no, this was when I went with Allstate. In Allstate, I got them. They was cheaper for a minute. For a minute, too. And I told the people when after I canceled and everything, well, why you leaving us, Mr. Taylor? I told them why. Y'all such and such and such. I said, your agent, I don't call that man every time, and I've never been able to speak with him.
Ripping people off. Anyway. Woke me up out my sleep, child. I was trying to take a nap before I had to go to work, which I kind of did take a nap. I was trying to take an hour nap, but because of this noise, I was only able to take like 30 minutes. 4:23. I gotta go. My uniform is in the dryer right now. I had woke up at 4. Well, I got up at 4 and I took it out the washer and I put it in the dryer. Hopefully it's dry enough for me to put it on. I'm about to go check right now. I just brushed my teeth and I sprayed my face with some facial mist. What they say? Oh, okay, period. So I should get to work right on time. It's a Tuesday. I have not worked on a Tuesday in forever, simply because I was unavailable to work on Tuesdays. I was unavailable, but I opened up my availability. I opened it up. So here I am going to work on a Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday. But I don't really feel like screwing my camera into the mount, and I don't feel like holding it, so bye. Alright, so I just got in the bed. It is 12:18, so it is technically the 24th, but I'm about to go to sleep, so good night. Good morning, guys. It is 10:38 on September 24th, and I'm making me some breakfast. So I have my 2 eggs, and then I'm making some potatoes, as well as I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this last little piece of turkey bacon. When I was in Walmart yesterday, I was supposed to get some more turkey bacon, and I'm not gonna say I forgot. I was just ready to go. All right. I like to be to the gym by 12:30. It is already like 1:02, but the latest I try to be to the gym is 1:30. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And y'all, I want to take my car to the car wash so bad. I've been meaning to do it, but I haven't found the time to do it. Literally, like, but I'm going to do it. It's only one in here. Why just, Anyway, let me throw this box away. I've been meaning to do it. I have. Stand up. Stand up. I'm trying to think, can I do it at all this week? Today would have been today, then tomorrow. No. Friday, no. Saturday, no. Sunday, no. I might just have to do it on Monday. Like, being an adult is literally just like not having time to do anything that you need to do because of work. And trying to stay in shape. Like, now I see why a lot of people that I went to high school and college with are big. Because it's just like, ugh. If I'm not at work, I'm at the gym. And if I'm not at work or the gym, I'm like doing chores, you know, like house chores type of thing.
Preparing.
This water bottle. This water bottle is typically what I take to the gym, but I need to wash it, so I'm just gonna leave it here in the house in the sink, and I'm gonna just take a regular water bottle to the gym today. But oh, y'all don't know, the other day I locked my keys in the car again for the 4th time in like 6 months. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, why I keep locking my keys in the car. Literally, they be sitting right on the front seat, doors locked. I did my upper body today. I did shoulders and back. Okay. I did, I think it's called gorilla pulls. Then it's seated something. Seated lats. Then it's lat pull downs. Then it's seated rolls. And then I did pull-ups. Alexa, play Jaheim Pandora Radio.
Jaheim Radio from Pandora.
Actually, Alexa, turn the volume down. I could not make rice to save my life. Like, oof. I remember the first time I made rice. I tried to make yellow rice at that. Like, I was like, nah, I don't want white rice. I want yellow rice. When I was younger, I did not like to eat plain white rice. It either had to be like Spanish rice, rice and peas, yellow rice, fried rice. I did not like to eat just plain white rice. So my first time making rice, I wanted to make yellow rice. I made yellow soup. I made yellow clumpy soup. I'm hungry too, y'all. You know how after the gym, you be so hungry, like your body wants you to replenish those calories that you just burned off? I'm hungry as hell. You got a brother feeling, baby, you know what I'm needing. You and I were meant to be, baby. I think I'm talking to y'all and y'all can't see me, child. But I think at some point this week or next week, I'm gonna make some salmon croquettes. I make really good salmon croquettes. I haven't made them in a minute though. Like, I haven't made them since I lived in Dallas. I was so like, I was just that girl in Dallas. I had my own apartment, my own car. I still have my own car. You know, I had my job. I was like a 5 a.m. gym girly. I was going to the gym in the morning, honey. Before work. I would meal prep sometimes, but really how my week went was Sundays I would cook, and then I would eat Sunday's leftovers on Monday. And then Tuesday I would cook, and Tuesday I always cook like tacos or nachos or quesadillas, and I would eat Tuesday's leftovers on Wednesday, and then Thursday I would cook. Now, Friday and Saturday, I would either go out to eat on both days or one of those days. So I would end up eating Thursday's leftovers for lunch instead of for dinner. Because typically for dinner, I would, go out with like my friend, or I would go out on a date, or whatever the case may be. Like, I had a whole little routine, man. Like, ugh. I'm so ready. Like, I'm patient, but I'm ready. Does that make sense? I have conversations with God a lot, especially in my head. And I know he can hear me. But I'm very much ready. Patient, but ready. I kind of want to get back to how my life was like when I lived in Dallas. Like, I be reminiscing about that so much. Like, I didn't have no reason to leave Dallas. I thought that moving to Georgia was a good idea. And not to say that it was a bad idea, because me losing my job like 2 years after moving to Georgia, being here is actually beneficial. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't leave Dallas for any financial reasons at all. I was doing fine on my own. But that's the thing, I can't say that, because it's just like, had I stayed in Dallas, I probably wouldn't have lost my job. Does that make sense? But it's kind of like everything happened for a reason. So coming to Georgia, I transferred with my job from Dallas, Texas to Georgia. My grandmother was sick. My papa needed some help. And they didn't specifically ask me for help, but just talking to them on the phone is just like, but I did not know my grandmother was as bad as she was, until I got here. Over the phone, they was making it seem like she was recovering, she was getting better. So I was like, okay, yeah, I could come help, and I could come help while she's recovering, take some pressure off of my papa. She was much worse. So I'm here. She passed away. I lost my job a month before my grandmother passed away. So not only is it not a good idea financially to now move out, I also was just concerned about my papa, like living in this big old house by yourself. It already felt kind of empty with just the three of us, but especially with her passing, and then, if I was to move out, it's just like, what the heck, so. And I talk to him here and there, like, what you gonna do when I move? I keep planting that seed in his head, like, what are you gonna do when I move? What are you gonna do when I move? What are you gonna do when I move? But it kind of worked itself out, because that's the thing, I keep trying to say that, but I also in my head, I'm like, had I been living on my own, there's no way I would have lost my job. Like, I wouldn't have allowed myself to lose my job. And I do want to say, I did not lose my job for anything that I did. Like, I didn't, break any policies. I didn't, nothing like that. But I 100% would have been like, nah. Like, I low-key wouldn't have even let them do me how they did me. Does that make sense? Because it's like, I got bills, like, but living here, I help out, but it's not as much as it would be if I was to live on my own. So it kind of all worked out, it beats getting evicted because you can't pay your rent. So with me being back in school, I'm not working a full-time job. I don't plan on working a full-time job. I don't want to work a full-time job. Not while I'm in school. That's not a good idea. You know, but a lot of people who work full-time jobs while they're in school is because they, you know, have a lot of bills. And they're their sole financial provider, which I am my sole financial provider. But like I said, have I don't have certain bills. I have bills, but I don't have certain bills. You know, like I don't have a mortgage. I don't have rent. So I'm blessed for that, honey. Blessed. Blessed because whew, I just know when this time, when my time come, it's gonna be so beautiful. Like I'm gonna be so happy when I get my next apartment or condo, whatever. It's gonna be like bang, 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 bang. Like it's gonna be like blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. Like, and I'm gonna be happy because I'm gonna be like, I worked so hard for this. Like I worked so hard for this. You know, I'm the kind of person that when I'm going through stuff, you can't see it. Like even when I'm like physically sick, like when I'm physically sick, I don't even look sick. And that's a blessing and a curse. Because it's like you could finally be being vulnerable and telling people like, hey, I'm going through a lot, like this is what I'm going through, such and such and such and such. And because you don't look like what you're going through, people are not as empathetic. And it's just like, dang, do I have to look like I have a broken heart? Like, do I have to look like I'm struggling financially? Do I have to look like, you know, like why do I have to look like that for me to get true genuine empathy? You know, but I'm someone who definitely struggles with that. My mind can be all over the place, clutter, chaos, and like my home would be spotless, my car would be spotless. Like I kind of have to pee, but I have on this one piece. I'm not about to take this off again. I already peed at the gym. Next time I take this off, I'm getting in the shower. So you just gonna have to hold it, honey. You just gonna have to hold it. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all cricket or what? I don't know, child. Anyway, I have to take him to the no, I'm cutting this wrong. It's okay. Ooh, this is a pretty avocado. Yes, honey. Do y'all know that I'm from Miami? Do y'all know that? I'm from Miami. Born and raised. I was born at Jackson North, honey. In Opelika, Dade County. Well, is Jackson North considered, is that hospital considered to be in Carol City or in Opelika? I think it's considered to be in Opelika. Y'all know it's kind of like a little iffy right there in that area. But I am from Opelika. I was raised in Opelika. I was raised in Opelika. I was raised in the Blues. This is real Miami talk. So y'all not gonna know what I'm talking about. Indeed. So because I was telling y'all I don't know how to make rice. Now look. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. My brain, child. My brain. My bad. My bad. It's 9:58. I'm in bed. And I kind of was still a little full from my lunch, and then I drank a protein shake after that. I didn't even finish the protein shake. I had like maybe this much left of it, but I don't like filling myself up. I just don't like doing it. So I just made a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And yes, I cut the crust off of my peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And I actually warmed it up. I've never done that before. So this is gonna be my dinner. And I have some of my Fairlife milk, 2%. And that's it. Like, good night. Good night. Good morning. It is like 8 in the morning. 7:55. I had to wake up early today. Take my pawpaw to the hospital. He's getting just like a standard procedure. His procedure isn't until 8:30. He thought it was at 7:30. He told me 7:30, but then when we got there, the lady was like, it's not until 8:30. But regardless, I just came back home because I have to go to work at 10 today. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, like get ready for work. I am very tired. I'm very tired. Like, my lack of sleep is catching up to me, and I'm very, very tired. And I have to wake up early for the rest of the week. Today is Thursday. I gotta wake up early tomorrow on Friday. I gotta wake up early on Saturday, and I gotta wake up early on Sunday. Alright, y'all, so the bird is in the nest. My papa is back at the house, and I'm on my way to work now. It is 9:46. I have to be to work at 10 a.m. and I am going to stop and get me something to eat. I am. So I should still get there on time, honestly, because everything is like boom, boom, boom. Here's your oranges. Thank you. There you go. Thanks. You as well. Should I get this? Sure. Awesome. Yup. I need to go this way. Let me look to see who working with me. Ugh. Good morning, y'all. It's like 6:50 something. My alarm went off at 6. And then it went off at 6:30. So I actually went to sleep exactly at midnight. So that is the earliest I have been to sleep in a while. And I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it. It is 8:07, so I'm pretty much on good schedule. I do need to stop and get myself something to eat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to what's that place called? Panera. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Panera. Let me get my little sweater because it kind of was cold in there. That was hard to do with one hand. But it kind of was cold in there the other day. So, hold on. Hold on. Let me put y'all down. And I'm gonna just put this sweater on real quick. Alexa, shut down. Let me not leave my phone, child, because I feel like I look like I'm going to like court or something. But I mean, I feel like when it comes to stuff like this, like interviews and all that kind of stuff, you low-key look the same. Like church, if you have like a job where you work behind a desk, like you can literally wear the same exact clothes. If I'm being honest, I really need to find some time to do my hair because these braids are getting old. Like, obviously I keep doing the front so the front doesn't look that bad, yeah, but the back, I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show y'all the back of these braids. Does it look bad? I really need to find some time to do my hair, y'all. Like for real.
Waiting for Perry. Paired.
Alright. What am I supposed to say to that? I don't be knowing what to say to people, child. I don't know how to respond to that. Do I have earrings in my ear? Can I get away with it? What time is it? Oh my gosh. Girl, let me go get my earrings. Thank you. You too. Oh, they don't put the cream cheese on it? Jesus. So I really wanted a breakfast sandwich, but all of their sandwich options have pork in them. And I was like, okay, do y'all have any non-pork options? Like, can I switch it out? And she said no. I'm like, who the hell don't have non-pork options in 2025? Right? We in 2025? And what am I paying y'all for and y'all not even putting the cream cheese on the bagel? I didn't know they don't put it on the bagel, honey. I would have been like, can y'all put it on my bagel? Like, I don't have time for this. But I'm gonna make time because I'm hungry. Make it enough. Like, what? Panera, come on now. Do better. Do better, honey. Do better. I went and I got me some lunch from this Chinese place that I have eaten at before. I don't know if I have recorded myself eating here before. Maybe on TikTok, maybe. By the way, go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I just got the lunch special, which is what I always get when I go there. I get the fried rice, add egg, because for the lunch special, egg is not included in the rice. This is their first time giving me broccoli. And then I got the sesame chicken. I also will get the sweet and sour chicken sometimes too. Today I got the sesame chicken. Oh, and it comes with an egg roll, a spring roll, or some soup. I got the egg roll. I felt like eating in a car today. But also, I need to go to Bath and Body Works. And there's one right here in this same plaza. So I was like, I'm gonna just eat my lunch and then I'm gonna stop over there. My friend was sending me 11 million TikToks in a day. And she worked, y'all. She has a life. She works. She goes to the gym. She has a fucking dog. She's a damn parent. Like, it's so hot. What the heck? I still got the egg roll. I usually eat the egg roll like as a late night snack. Let's see what it says. It says sports remind us of the value of hard work and dedication. Apply these principles to your goals. That was alright. I really don't feel like that applied to me at all. I need a little basket. I need a little basket. They have little sales going on in here. They have little sales going on in here. But this is my wall right here. I really only come for the room sprays and the wallflowers. This is all I come for. This one actually smells good. So I'm gonna get 6. Because like I said, I use them in pairs, one from my bathroom and one from my room. So I need at least 6, at least. good, but I don't know. I feel like it's so like manly. They have a lavender and vanilla one that I'm gonna smell because I actually love vanilla and I said I love vanilla. I combined them. This one smells good. I'm actually gonna get it. These are the 10 that I'm gonna get. I got white tea and sage, lakeside morning, cozy cashmere, shimmer season, and then lavender vanilla. All right, y'all, so I ended up coming to the gym. I did my legs, leg press. I also will do leg extensions. Sometimes I do leg curls as well. Today I did not do leg curls. I do goblet squats with my resistance band, and I also do lunges with my resistance band. And then I get on the treadmill for at least 10 minutes, and I do 2 miles per hour. And the incline is 6. Sometimes I go up to 3 miles per hour with an incline of 12. Okay, so I'm about to just hurry up, grab my stuff, and go, and I'm gonna figure out what do I want to eat. All right, y'all, so I done came here to Five Guys because I don't know if y'all remember, but the other day I said that I wanted to try the Flying Dutchman. There's no In-N-Out in Georgia, but we do have a Five Guys, middle or high school. And I remember it being very, very greasy and it making my stomach hurt. Like, it gave me the bubble guts. And I remember it being very expensive too as well. However, I'm here. I want to try it, and we're going to rate it 0 to 10. Okay, I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and get 2 burgers, no fries. I don't know why I decided to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. And they close in 31 minutes, so let me hurry up and go because I don't want them to rush on my burgers, okay? Okay. I did not get the Flying Dutchman burger because the lady at Five Guys said they don't do that. So I ended up just getting a regular cheeseburger with grilled onions, mayo, and ketchup. It was good. I would give it an 8 out of 10. However, it is just a burger. And just the burger alone was $13. If I wanted to add fries and a drink, it would have been an extra $6. So a burger combo from Five Guys is $20. But I did get very full off of the burger. I will say that. It was the one that has 2 patties. So, yeah. Good night. Good morning, guys. It is 9:55. I am on my way to work. I will be a little late, but not super duper late. Probably like 5 minutes late. I had my lunch at like 7 p.m. I got in the shower. I cleaned up my brows. I washed my hair, conditioned it, treated it. I blow dried it straight. As you can see, I just have it in these 2 little twists because tomorrow I'm going to straighten it. I clipped and filed my nails. I just did a whole lot of like needed to be done self-care, maintenance type of stuff, okay? And I'm gonna go to bed, y'all. So good night. It's 9:45 and I'm going to church. I just took those twists out that I had in my head last night. And I feel like this is okay for church. Like, this is cool for church, right? I mean, it's giving like big 80s kind of. I didn't really want to do any manipulation to my hair since I plan on straightening it later today. This is a matcha that I made. I made this on like Friday. It's a cookie butter. Hold on. It's a cookie butter matcha that I made on Friday, and I was supposed to take it to work with me. I was supposed to take it to work with me, and I left it in the dang refrigerator. It did have ice in it, so I hope it didn't like water down too bad. But you see, I had made some cold foam and everything. Still good. Today is the last Sunday. I'm finna tie my hair up. No. This is already getting big. No, absolutely not. It's already getting big, and she doesn't like that, so I'm finna tie it up. Scrunchy. I should have bought a brush or something, but it's okay. How does this look? I mean, it is what it is. Shoot, cause I'm not going back in the house. I'm not doing it. It ain't that serious, girl. It ain't. This matcha is actually so good, so I'm happy about that. You like a song one time on Pandora and Pandora just keep playing it. Like, please. I'm in a pretty good mood, honey. Let me go ahead and say that. Which is so crazy because yesterday I kind of was annoyed. And I don't really know why I was annoyed. Like, you know how you know why you're annoyed, but it's just like, why are you annoyed by that? How my hair look? You know, and this is a different light. How does she look, honey? How does she look? And be honest. Be honest. She appreciates honesty. She look cute. She looks cute. Church was amazing. Pretty much as always. Service is always good. I really love my church. I'm so happy that I found this church. I'm so happy that I decided to start going back to church. I'm so happy that I started like replenishing my relationship with God, and now I'm just maintaining it. Like, it just feels so good to have somewhere. When you're like a strong person, it feels good to have like an outlet, a physical outlet, you know, because a lot of times when you're a strong person, even when you're by yourself, it's hard to be vulnerable. Like, it's hard to let that wall down and just feel and express, because you've built it up. You've been building it up for so long, and it's so thick. And I'm one of those people, and that's something that I've been working on in the last, I want to say like 3 or 4 years, is like not having to be strong all the time, like 24/7. Like, girl, you need a break. And when I say strong, I mean like emotionally strong. I'm a very emotionally strong person. However, I'm a very emotional person. So it's like, it gets very exhausting. So when I come to church, I cry in church. Like, I cry. I just let it all out. Everything from the week before, the month before, that, like, I let it all out. I let it all out, and I always feel so much better after church. If you have embarrassment on going to church because you don't want to cry in church, or because you don't want people to know what you're going through in church, that is the enemy, okay? That is the enemy trying to keep you from the house of the Lord, trying to keep you from deliverance, trying to keep you from breakthrough. When you in church, you should not be worried about what nobody is thinking about you. You should not be worried about how nobody is looking at you. At Nana's Chicken and Waffle. I'm not gonna take y'all in there with me. Ooh, cute girl. Oh wait, sorry, hold on. There we go. I'm not gonna take y'all in there with me just because typically it is always very crowded in there, and I usually just sit at the bar. It's not much space in there at all. So I'm just going to enjoy my food, and I will let y'all know how it was when I get back in the car. But the nail salon is open, so I will take y'all in the nail salon with me, okay?
Không, cái nhà này rẻ mà, anh biết mà.
Tiếc là đúng thật á, của em rỉ ạ, chứ không gọi là rỉ. Okay, why not try so strong?
My nails were so long. My nails were so long.
Alright y'all, my feet are done, and I decided to go with like this greenish, almost like teal color, almost. I am about to do my hair because I wore my hair out earlier today. I'm going to run a blow dry through it one more time.
I can't even tell you how I knew.
I'm gonna run the blow dry through it, and I use, this is a very, very, very old blow dry that I have, and I have an attachment that I put on it. Boop. And just rake it through my hair. But while I'm doing that, hold on, this is an old flat iron that I actually need to get rid of because I got this from Ross when I was like 17 years old for about $25. But I have a big girl flat iron now. Let me show y'all. Bam! Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. This is the H2 Pro ceramic 1 1/4 inch. I'm gonna let this heat up while I'm gonna find me something good on YouTube to watch. And this flat iron goes all the way up to 450, but I put it on 370 and I leave it like that. I have downloaded That's what you need. That's what you need. This is it, honey. Oh, and what are these called? Butterfly clips or duck clips? That was like impulsive. I mean, those were my like intrusive thoughts. Alright y'all, so I finished straightening my hair and now I am cutting it, as you can see. Hold on. Let me pin them so they don't get stuck together. But as you can see, cutting it. How does it look? Does it look bad? Okay y'all, I am done. As you can see, I cut my hair. This side is a little chopped a little bit in the front. I don't know if y'all could tell. This is the back. How does it look? Does it look good? Do I look cute? I'm actually going to wrap my hair up, clean up this mess, and then I'm gonna go and eat dinner. It's 9:36. Good morning. It is 8:35. I am headed to work. This is how my hair turned out. Turned out pretty good, pretty decent. But I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video right here. I hope y'all have a good week. I hope y'all had a great morning. If you didn't, remember that you can always change it. It's up to you, right? It's up to you. But thank y'all for watching this video. If you've made it to the end, I really appreciate you. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also remember to follow all of my other social media. My handle is the exact same on every social media. And I will also have them in the description box, okay? But yeah, have a blessed week.